Alright, bro, so I'm reading this book called .com Secrets. I actually don't know who it's by, but I'm reading it like on my Kindle here, and it's going over it's a framework that the business guy, he's like huge entrepreneur, like hundreds of millions of dollars, all that type of stuff. And he's talking about a framework that he uses called the hook, story, and then offer, close framework, whatever it's called. So it's like a hook, like you get the person's attention, you offer a story, and then you close them, or like you offer them something for you to sell to them, and then they'll want to buy. The story that he told, and this is so cool, this is like the most awesome thing that like I've read in forever. Like this is probably one of the first books other than literally like my Bible that I've picked up and actually enjoyed reading in like my entire life. This is absolutely insane. The story is he goes up on stage, he's in like this huge like business seminar type thing, and he's there, a bunch of serious people, bunch of people who are like really like wealthy and who are really focused on like improving and getting like results within their business and within their life and all that type of stuff. And he goes on stage and he says, he holds up a phone and he says, by the end of this next 10 minutes, one of you will be willing to pay me $100,000 for this phone. And then he asks them, he says, at a show of hands, who wants to pay me right now, just at the start, like right at the beginning? And nobody raised their hand, obviously. It's a phone, who cares? He goes into detail about what's on the phone, his contact list, his millionaire friends that they can say that he referred them to them, his own personal sale agents and their numbers. And he said they'll have full access to those people, to text them, to call them, and to use them, who have generated other companies millions and millions of dollars. His own personal number is on there. He has books and courses and like spreadsheets and a ton of information about business and acquiring customers and different kind of like lead templates that work. So a lead template is essentially just like when you see an advertisement that's gaining a lead, so you as a customer or like a potential customer, that's a lead. So like here, I can even show you, like my community, my paid program has I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I probably shouldn't show that information. It's fine. My free community, I should say, has like 25 people. So I would have, inside my community, I would have 25 leads. So it doesn't have to mean that like those people are buying from me specifically, but it does have to mean that like they know who I am and they're like dedicated to me or like you in some kind of way. Tons of information on this phone. And he sets up an auction. He says, who's willing to pay $600 for this phone? Everybody in the seminar raised their hand, like over 100 people. Who's willing to pay $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000? Tons of people are raising their hand. $500,000, still tons of people are raising their hand. $750,000. I'm pretty sure one guy still raised his hand. He invites the guy on stage and he asked him, hey, why is it that you wanted to buy this phone? And the guy says to him, because the value from it was so high that it'd be stupid not to. I can pay that back just by the contact sheet alone, that it would be easy for me to pay that back and for me to make my money back. It's a perceived value that was the most important thing. So it's not just like, oh yeah, I have this phone. It's what's in the phone. Another example that he did was, or he was talking about, was a lady who was making hairbrushes, and she had some kind of, no, it was like makeup brushes, makeup wipes or whatever. I'm not a girl. I don't know these things. But she had like a skin condition and it would really affect the way she looked. And what she had done was she made a specific type of brush that didn't affect the skin condition and put on the makeup in the right way and all that kind of stuff. It was like gentle and all those types of things. She went for 2 years trying to sell those to like the general public and made zero progress. The second, and she had 2 years of inventory because nobody was buying them. Like people would obviously buy them because it was like a big company, but like proportionate to the rest of the stuff, nobody cared at all. Once she started advertising specifically to that group of people who also had that same skin condition, their 2 years of inventory, 1 year of inventory, however much that they had, went out in 2 months. And they had to cut their ads, cut the amount of leads they were getting because they physically could not provide as many of the product. And it's so interesting. It's the person that you're specifically giving it to, plus the perceived value in it. Because if again, with the example before, if you were just like, oh yeah, it's a phone, pay $100,000 for it, nobody's gonna do that. Nobody did want to do that. But because he kind of hyped it up first, and he said all the stuff that was in it, and he gave examples of like, yeah, my lead people, my sales people, you can talk to them. then that's when it became a huge, huge deal. That's all I've learned so far. Page 30. Going back to reading.